Gather around. It's time for the show to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Hey everyone, my name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Dynasty Jason.
Alright, there were so many matches this year that were just too much.
So this won't be a shocker because we've had a handful of really awesome matches that we just can't stop talking about.
How many times have these guys fought? Like, it's been quite a bit.
I've been saying this all year. They're just so great to watch. We saw the heel turn coming, and then when it happened, nice and bloody, both dramatic and beautiful.
You are now entering the ring with Shoots and Ladders podcast. Here are your hosts, Desiree and Jason.
Shoots and Ladders, AEW Dynasty predictions. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Jason.
We have reached Dynasty. Big matches, huge names, and potential show-stealing classics. I'll give my pick and the grades and the predictions, as well as Des, but what are your initial thoughts first?
You know what? After looking at this card, I don't hate it. I know we make, our joke of, there's a good solid 5 or 6 matches, and then a day before they're going to add 10 more. So I am excited to see what else they come up with. They should just leave it at this, to be honest.
I love it. I second that, and so does most of the internet. All right, let's start off with a banger. MJF versus Kenny Omega. This feels like a main event classic waiting to happen. MJF brings the mind games. Omega brings the elite level in-ring chaos. Des, what's your thoughts on this match?
I really like this. I think they are two powerhouse. Like in the ring, they are just insane. And they're two different types of wrestlers. But I think it's going to be really fun. I think it's going to be probably one of the best matches of the year. I don't know. That's just maybe just because I like them both. But I still think MJF is going to retain. He's going to somehow find a way to sneakily keep his title, which I think he should. Either way, I think it's going to be awesome. So I'm going to give it an A.
100% giving it an A. I agree with you. I think this is going to be potentially match of the night. Definitely one of the best matches of the year. These guys match each other really well. I love their style. I love the mind games. I love the storyline that's getting built up. To be honest, anytime these guys have the microphone in their hand, I'm watching. I think most of AEW is as well.
Yeah, it'll be good.
All right, now we're going to jump over to Tekla versus Jamie Hayter for the Women's World Championship. Tekla brings unpredictability, but Jamie Hayter's power and crowd connection make her dangerous in a big match. Des, what's your thoughts and grade?
I don't know. This one I really don't know. Tekla has been pretty damn good, and I'm just a big fan of Jamie Hayter. So, you know what? I don't see her losing. So you know what? I think it'll be a good one. I don't think it's going to be the best match of the night, but I still think Tekla is going to retain. So I'll give it like a B.
Okay, cool. I'm going to flip it. I'm going to say, you know what? Jamie Hayter's going to win the title. And okay. I say that, and I'll give this a B+. I say that because I think, what we just said, I think MJF will retain, and I think they want at least one title change, so I think it'll be right here.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, now we have Darby Allin versus Andrade. Speed versus precision. Darby will take insane risk. Andrade will try to slow it down and punish for mistakes. Des, what's your grade on this match?
This one should be interesting just because they are completely two different types, and Darby is a high flyer, aerial, ridiculous mess, and then Andrade is just busy hitting on women and just throwing his big old body around. So it should be interesting, but I also think the stipulations are if one of them wins or if Darby wins, he gets a title match. So I feel like, with that being said, they're going to give Darby a little bit more of a push. So I say Darby is going to win this. Very physical. That's what I feel like it's going to be. So I'll give it like a B+.
Yeah, 100%. I'm going to say the same thing. I'm going to echo everything you just said because the stipulation just makes most sense. And again, Darby is in line for a push.
Yeah.
All right, now we're going to go to the World Tag Team Championship of FTR versus Adam Copeland and Christian Cage. This is storytelling heaven. FTR's tag mystery versus longtime partners who know each other better than anyone. Des, what's your grade on this?
This one's going to be very good just because both teams have a history of working together. We love our boys of the Brood, and then obviously FTR has a history together. So, but with that being said, I feel like Christian and Adam Copeland are actually going to win. I think it'll be pure nostalgia too. It'll be fun to see them working together again. So just because of that and just because of the chemistry between both, I'm going to give it an A.
Yeah, same thing. I'm going to give it an A. You might as well give the titles to Copeland and Christian. I mean, you brought them there together for a reason. Let them have it. I think it'll be fun. And again, I think this will set up future matches between these teams.
Oh yeah.
And now, a dream match. I think will be one of the best matches of the year. I'm sure it'll end up in our nominees for match of the year later in the year. But Jon Moxley versus Will Ospreay. This is the match. This has match of the year written all over it. Violence versus athletic brilliance. Des, give it to me. What's your grade on this?
It's going to be so good. I am really excited. Like you said, I think it's going to be one of the best matches of the year. It's, with both of the best guys ever. So I love Mox. I love everything that he does. Yeah, he adds a little color in everything that he does, but that's what makes him him. So, and then Will, I'm so glad he's back. He's on fire. This is his time to shine. So it's going to be an A match. I think it's going to be match of the night. It's just going to be so good.
Gotcha. Yeah, I'm going to give this an A+ for sure. And I'm assuming you're going to give it an A+ as well?
Yeah, the best one. Yeah.
By far. A+. Not much else needs to be said. I mean, these guys are just phenomenal. We obviously know how Shoots and Ladders feels about Will Ospreay. It's time for him to win and obviously just elevate him to eventually get in that title.
Yeah.
All right, Des. Now it's time for Fast Count.
Oh.
Quick hits, no hesitation. Let's go. You ready?
Okay.
Match of the night.
Mox and Will Ospreay.
Who gets the biggest pop?
Will.
Biggest surprise of the night.
Let's go with the tag team match.
That's actually what I was going to say too. All right. Most brutal match.
Oh, hands down, Jon Moxley. Anything with his hands in it, yes.
Who will have a breakout performance?
You know what? Let's go with Andrade.
Okay. Will there be a shock finish and who?
Shock finish will be MJF.
That's what I was going to say. Best heel moment of the night.
MJF.
Love it. Show stealer.
Show stealer. I am so hopeful for Jon Moxley and Will Ospreay.
Love it. All right, and now this brings us to final thoughts. What are your final thoughts on Dynasty, and what's your grade?
With this pay-per-view coming just weeks behind their last pay-per-view, I was kind of questioning it, but you know what? Like I mentioned, this match card is pretty solid and it makes sense. So I feel like these are going to be really good quality matches. So I expect nothing but the best from this. So I'm going to give this an overall A.
Yeah, A. You said it best. I mean, look, they didn't have as much time like we just spoke about. But, that being said, with the matches that are currently on the card, we absolutely love. We said at the top of the show, we'd prefer them to keep it this small and not water it down. That's the only thing that would potentially bring it down. But for right now, I'm going to go ahead and give it an A. All right, that actually wraps up this episode. Give us your predictions for Dynasty by shooting us a DM at the Shoots and Ladders. Like always, please like, share, and subscribe both on YouTube and Spotify. Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josen.
All right, until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Have a great week. Bye, friends.
This has been Shoots and Ladders. Follow us for more content